Alrighty, everybody, welcome in. Let's play some chess. So we're leading off with our knight opening here, going into the Reti system. It's something I find pretty flexible. It's just an opportunity to try to force my way into basically going for a fianchetto. Now, in this case, I can just grab the pawn, and my opponent's going to make a move. In this case, I'm just going to you know, this is actually a big debate. I could just grab, allowing my opponent to open up and get development for free, or I could just retreat. I'm just going to retreat. And we're going to go into our fianchetto. At any point in time, my opponent could push. Just like that. And now I'm debating, at this point in time, should I even go for c4, or should I just go for the, let's go for the c4. We're really going to bust open the full center here. If my opponent takes, one of the things to remember about this c4 Reti, it's something I'm trying to get better at playing. I don't play a lot of them, but lately I have been, because I've been trying to get better, which is why I've been winning and losing games. You don't have to do anything about this pawn right away. If your opponent tries to defend it, I'm just looking to see if my opponent can get a double attack. And he could. Probably unnecessary. So queen to c2 is a standard move. Probably not necessary right now. I'm just stopping this knight from jumping in. But it's not really stopping anything. Right? But now, we're all completely open here. I think it's time for... No, before we do that, we're going to go ahead and just get our rook developed. Or we can take the pawn. No, I don't want to do that. Let's go ahead and develop the rook. Clear the space for our fianchettoed piece. That way, if my opponent were to try to put pressure along here and I wanted to retreat, let's say I wanted to hold on to that bishop and not trade it, I've cleared space and I don't have to worry about any intrusions. This also is defending this particular pawn. My opponent, I think... I don't know what my opponent's doing. My opponent's clicking some buttons, so good for them. So they're going to double up here. But I can now use this as my opportunity to go ahead and grab this pawn. I'm not threatening anything, I'm just picking up my pawn that I gave away. Gonna double up. I've got this defended twice. I think my opponent just dropped a whole piece. So I think this game might, unless my opponent has a trick up their sleeve that I'm not seeing, this one might end early. Time for me to get developed, right? So now we've got to get our pieces into the game. I'd really like to get my bishop on this diagonal. This is that double fianchetto structure I was talking about. And so now my opponent has, oh no, they're attacking my pawn twice. Now, if his bishop had been here, maybe there would have been some concerns, but there's not. I'm good. I would love to do something like this, pick up a free rook, but obviously this knight in the way is making it a little difficult. So we'll stick the bishop on our fianchetto like we like to do. I am not trading away my good bishop for a bad knight. Notice this knight really can't go anywhere. I don't know what that move is supposed to do, so let's just go danger zones. So now we're attacking just one thing. Ah, whoa, Joseph, whoa. Oh, well, we can't do that, can we? I almost threw that away. All right, so that's our move. Let me just look to see if there's anything else that I can do. To threaten my opponent with a good time. I think we're just going to go here. But now they give up that. And we have two things under attack. But if he just pushes here, then he can defend his knight. But he's got to do something about this. So I think my opponent might have run out of luck. Just playing this real cautious, right? Real slow. We can always grab here. Just gonna have to be a little careful I don't accidentally. What if we just offer a queen trade? We're up so much material right now. I just don't want to drop a full queen. I think I'm okay. Because I always have access to this. Because that comes with check, and that gives me the bishop. I would still like to develop my knight. Just get it out of the way so I can connect my rooks, right? That's a big deal, connecting the rooks. So this game we're way up, way up. So we're gonna go ahead and just grab, check, grab a bishop. Now, our queen is obviously not defended, so we don't want to end up giving away any forks. But yeah, at this point in time, it was just too much. So my opponent's asking for a rematch. Let's just go right into it, right? Let's just see what happens. We'll just jump right into a rematch. We don't get to do these very often, so let's go for it. So we're in an e4, e5 game, and now we're going to go into a standard opening, and let's see, do we get an Italian or a Ruy Lopez? Or a, what is it, Scotch? Maybe? I forget the names of the openings. So these are, this is one of the fun things. Yeah, so we're in Italian. When we play the Italian, I typically like to just go for pretty standard, the mirror variation, inviting the Gioco piano. And we're going to go into basically what's known as the 4 knights variation. I wish there was a better way to prop up this particular square. So I'm ready to castle. The question is, do I push this? All right, there is 1, 2, 3 attackers on it. If my opponent just grabs with the, I only have 2 defenders, so that doesn't really work just yet. So I think we should just straight up castle, or no, let's go ahead, let's do our h6, or early h6, just stopping any shenanigans. Can we jump into here? 1, 2, 1, 2. Our bishop's undefended. We could just trade bishops, open up my opponent's f file, but no, let's just go. Let's stick a knight there. Let's see what happens, right? Let's see what happens. Now the question is, if I grab here, my opponent's going to push. He's looking for this, but he doesn't have it. I say we just castle. Fine by me. Get your pawn back. But now they only has 2 defenders there. Ah, I'm missing a defender there as well. Now notice the only defender of this particular is this knight here. So I'm encouraging my opponent to take so that I can get here. This knight is pinned. So he's got to move this knight. I see. So he wants me to grab so he can grab back. Clever move by my opponents. Playing a good game. Really playing a good game here. right, let's start here. Ooh, I gotta be careful. I am going to drop a piece if I'm not careful. That's okay. So we are okay. We have just traded away pieces, and we can now bring this guy home. He wants a pawn. So he's going to take pawn. I'm going to push queen. Or am I going to push queen here? He wants to grab and force me off of the defense of the knight. I want to keep my pieces aimed towards the king. How do I do that? How do I aim towards the king? Sorry, I'm not talking much, guys. My opponent is playing a very good game here. Very solid. I have access to heat. No, I don't. So I thought I had access to there. Now, my opponent does have to be careful. There's some back rank issues. They are up 2 pawns, though, and 2 pawns is a big deal. So let's make it 1 pawn. And there is back rank issues. My opponent's simply going to push a pawn to, yeah, basically 2 birds, 1 stone. Question is, can I get anything for this? Check. He moves. I think we can just do this. We'll have 2 attackers on this pawn. So we'll get another one of our pawns back, and then we'll move into an endgame. And unfortunately, the endgame is very even. Very even. Oh no! I can't believe I did that. Ha! I can't believe I did that. This game's over now. See, like I'm talking about boneheaded mistakes. I've been doing a lot of these boneheaded mistakes lately, y'all. Just a lot of boneheaded mistakes. Just a lot of boneheaded mistakes. We're just gonna resign it. GG, well played. So we're 1-1 against our opponent. That was an absolute disaster. I cannot believe I did that. My thought process was, you know, I want to defend this pawn. I completely forgot the bishop. Just completely forgot the bishop. And we had played a decent game. I mean, yeah, 2 pawns is huge. I don't know why I just didn't grab. Grab. But I guess we were losing, man. I guess we were way behind. I'm surprised at how far behind we were in this game. Yeah. Shouldn't have traded queen. Should have just kept grabbing material. I'm really surprised at how much... danger zones. Yep. Force the queen away. Oops, not that. I was thinking maybe I could get here, but I can't. Wow, the engine says just leave this hanging. Okay. Danger levels. But what happens if he just takes? Oh, right, that's still hanging. Wow, what a game. What a game. I can't believe I played it. All right, so let's go back to the very beginning. Let's go back to the very beginning. I can't believe I pooched the end game so bad. Yeah, really even, very Italian game here. Yeah, the h6, yeah, you can see here, h6 is okay. d6 is another standard move, just help shore up the center. h6, or just castle. Oh, right, duh, I give up a whole pawn. And, that's no bueno. I got lucky there. The engine wants me to play B captures now. Just eliminate that knight. See, I felt like I played well at this. I felt like I played. I missed this. And then right here, wow, right here, I cannot believe how badly this went. But yeah, right up to this point, I felt really good. Wow, I can't believe how fast this fell apart. The engine again says just leave this bishop alone, don't even touch it. So wild to me. And then yeah, I just completely blanked on my opponent's bishop. So go figure. GG to my opponent. Can't believe I messed that one up so badly. Alright, well this was a twofer. So let's go back to the first game. I wonder if it'll let me go back to the first game we played. I don't know of an easy way to do that. What if I just click back? Hey! Alright, so this is the game we just played. What was the game that I won? Can I click on that? No, that's my profile. What do I just click back again? Hey, okay. So this is the first game we played. And yeah, it goes to show what happens when you get someone out of their comfort zone. My opponent is obviously a very good player, obviously knows what they're doing, but in this case, just allowed me to grab a free pawn. I debated on grabbing here, but that allows your opponent to basically open up everything for the cost of one pawn, and I just wasn't really looking forward to that, so I just retreated. Yeah, and the engine is saying go for the c4 right away. We went for it here. Allowed the fianchetto, and then you see my opponent got back to even after giving up a full pawn. Got back to even. Yeah, why is this so bad? Yeah, because then this, and then we have to be careful of this. Ah, because our rook is undefended. So we have to be real careful. And then, yeah, this. So we'd have to trade the queens. Because we are undeveloped. So the dangers of not getting developed right there. We've got to be cautious. And then, yeah, unfortunately my opponent just dropped a whole piece here. So just stacking up, and I mean realistically, give your opponent back you're not even getting a piece back. I mean, big whoop. Check. Block the check. Ah, and then I drop a piece here. Okay. But at the end of the day, it's still 3 pieces and a rook to 2 pieces and a rook. So you're still up a full piece. Yeah, I have no idea what this bishop move was. None whatsoever. If I turn on the threat analysis, yeah, no idea what that was for. Wow. Wow, look at this. Look at this. Is the queen trapped? No, the queen's not trapped. Queen's trapped, folks. Queen is trapped. Well, I'll be. We're up so much material though that you could basically get some back. I mean, it's a queen and 3 pieces versus 4 pieces and 2 rooks. So it's a rook and a piece for the queen. Okay. Not what I'd like to see. But I got lucky here, folks. I got real lucky. My queen was trapped. And then, yeah, unfortunately it just fell apart. So I'm going to go ahead and put this up as a cautionary tale of what not to do in both these games. Like I said, my games lately have just not been great. I just keep missing obvious things, and I'm sure there's a million things in here that you guys have seen that I didn't see. So get out there, play some chess, and hopefully you guys are better than me. All right? I'll talk to you later. Bye.